Over 26. This is the
This is the Brunch Club.
Over 26. Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.
What up? My name is Chaxy, the mastermind, your main guy, the Lord Chaxy, the beautiful Mariah is around, the amazing Mwass is around, the whole gang is around. Episode 265, we are love it. Hold up. Just give me a quick second. All right. I think we have. There's no way we're not beginning from the conversation you guys were having at the dining area about Tafari not wanting to be called Baba Zamira. Where is the audience mic? Yeah, Tafari, please explain yourself. As an auntie, you want to do the honors?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
As we drink to Baba Zamira.
Yeah. As we make a toast to Baba Zamira. All right, so the whole conversation was about, without any context. So the whole conversation was about Tafari and you not wanting to be referred as Baba, like Baba so-and-so, which is your kids' names, basically. Yeah.
First of all, I feel like I'm an individual before I am a father. And fatherhood is just a facet in my life. I feel like I do so many other great things. Yeah. I shouldn't be identified as only Baba so-and-so. And yeah, it's not like I don't want to own up or at least show that I have children, but I feel that is secondary to who I really am as a person. So Tafari first, then Izo Zingine, including Baba.
Can we refer to you as an artist?
No, I'm not an artist. I'm
Director
just
Tafari.
No.
All right, Director Tafari.
No, I'm just Tafari. Then there are great things that Tafari does.
Okay, nikikuita tu Mose, ndakuwa nimekosea.
Hey, kauna tukanikate waters.
Okay, leo tuko na vibes.
Wait, hold up. So even in school, in Zamira school, they can't refer to as Baba Zamira.
I introduce myself, then I say who I am. I don't say that I'm Baba Zem.
Yeah.
It's, hi, this is, their teacher is called Virginia.
Give me a sec. This is simple boy. Wait, Dragon Moto.
Wow.
Ya wangapi? Yo yote ni mbogi yako, Steve.
Msanii mkubwa.
Mnakuja? Aya, sawa. Aya, haina shida, mtatupata tuko hapo ready. Aya. Nani Steve amesema udoriwe kuku. Ya wawili na manager yake.
Watu wawili?
Sawa. Aya, sorry, back to you. Back to you in studio.
Back to you, Baba Zem.
and the one thing that...
Wait, I didn't get the answer on school.
So like the school, like I introduced my name first, then I introduce that I'm Zamira's dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watoto wanakumbuka gani?
Tough. Because interestingly, me, I don't mind my kids calling me.
Yeah, actually, what does Zamira... No, Zamira calls you Baba.
But kama sisiki ataniita tough.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Tafari.
But that makes sense because it's like Baba, like Tafari.
And I feel like that has even made me have like an easy relationship when I'm dealing with them because nakudiscipline but as your friend, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think someone was asking me yesterday that how do I easily manage to maneuver this whole fatherhood story? I'm like, first I'm myself, then this other thing. So, kwangu yo si kazi. It's just an extension of, again, the many great things that I do or I'm capable of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Baba Zem, everybody.
To Baba Zem. So,
have I ever called my dad to Jess?
Imagine I've never called my dad Jared, but my mom,
Caro every day.
I literally call her Caro. Even my grandma, I call her Mary Creek and
Mary
jina ngumu.
Crick. How do you spell that?
Crick. That's her husband's name.
Walikuwa na hizo majina hizo siku.
Wait, she's married?
Yeah, to a whole Trinidadian guy, so yeah.
How are we just finding out about this?
Because you've never asked me.
That's broken my heart a little bit.
Broken hearts and broken backs.
Actually, not Trinidad, not Trinidad, it's Barbados. Yeah.
I promise you we don't know the difference.
Rihanna is from Barbados.
I like how you're correcting us. Ni kama uniambie tu, it's not
No,
Togo,
because if she hears it, she'll be like, you don't know where your grandfather is from. He's from Barbados. So yeah. Yeah, he's from Barbados. But anyway,
Akona accent.
very much.
Yeah. Oh, you've never spoken to her?
Very much.
Alitoa wapi mtu wa Barbados hizo siku?
See, from what I understand, Sijoti, he was in he was like a Jeshi guy or something.
Okay.
But why are they in the UK?
So now he had left for Barbados, he had come to the UK. Then that's how they met, and the rest is history.
How did she end up in the UK?
Yeah, hata mimi sijui niulize swali
You
ingine.
never asked her? Okay.
I'll actually ask her when she
now, this is
comes.
the icebreaker the next time
Yeah, please.
the next time
and
we link.
good thing, my grandmothers are very open. They'll tell you.
You have both your grandmas?
Like on my dad's side, no.
How many grandmas can you have?
See, my grandmother and her sisters.
So they're all your grandmothers.
Yeah, they're all my grandmothers.
So you have one grandmother. and
My
then
mother's mother is still alive.
So you have one grandmother, and then she has her sisters.
Yes.
Yeah. So her
You don't
sisters
have
are not.
mothers.
Yeah, no.
You don't have 7 grandmas.
You don't have 7 grandmothers.
My grandmothers.
Okay,
And her
fine.
sisters.
Grand aunts.
Hey,
If you're gonna be specific, then
Grand aunts.
guys, it's actually a thing.
Of course, everything nowadays is a thing.
Marai, unadanganya?
No, I'm serious.
Hebu
Wait,
nione Google.
grand
I see why that would be a thing.
Yeah.
grand aunt, another term for great aunt. Grand aunt, the aunt of one's father or mother, also called great aunt.
Hata
Yeah,
sijaelewa.
it's yeah.
I didn't get it, but it's fine.
Hiyo imetupita kama Togo.
But yeah, it's only
You know
my
Togo is a
grand.
country.
Of course, even Chad Republic.
Ushaisikia tu mtu wa Chad amefanya
Huko ndio
kitu.
watu wanaitwa Chad wametoka huko.
Ushaiona Chad kwa news?
Nothing. But
Earthquake
then what
in
even
Chad.
happens
But
there?
I've seen Chad when there's AFCON being played.
Yeah.
I see Chad Republic every now and again, but they're not like a common team that makes it.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, even think about even countries like Comoros. If not for tourism and them being by the Indian Ocean, what else do you know about Comoros?
What do you know about Togo?
I know a lot of
Comoros. What do you know
football.
about
Comoros.
Yeah.
Wanacheza ngabon.
Samaha.
So because football is how I know some of these countries. That's
the only thing I know.
Football. But if you think about it, there's many
Comoros
countries.
is in Africa.
Yes, must. Yes, even Mauritius is in Africa.
Yeah, I have a bit of reading to do after this.
A lot of reading to do,
bit.
but it's fine. It's a lot of reading. Did you guys watch the BN Breakfast Club interview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What did
30
you guys
minutes
think?
of greatness.
Oh my God! Come on.
30 minutes of
Shout out to the bold man.
greatness.
And you're supposed to come back to the pod after the tour, right?
Oh, what?
Yeah. What do you mean what?
I'm quite excited.
How many impressions can you do?
Lord.
But then which other impressions can you do that we
Would do
don't know?
BN talking to Chima?
And okay, so it's just one person doing both.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me.
That's Chimano.
No.
So,
Idiot.
so BN and Chimano discussing what?
Togo.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Masachim. Unajua nimetembea so many countries lakini kuna moja tunaitwa Togo. Unajua nini ndio dongo huko? Man, you know, I've actually been boggling in my mind like what goes down in Togo? Do you want to go there?
10 over 10.
Christ.
I see 0 crowns.
Yeah,
You
these niggas
ate.
are gonna
Yo,
kill me
this
for
is-
sure.
I think after a while, maybe after every 2 episodes, Maria should have like a segment for
Oh!
this. Yeah.
Voices.
Can you
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, can you
Yeah.
imagine if we... Oh my God, yes, please.
Yeah, that would go.
That would be,
That would
fire.
be so
And then
sick.
checkmates watakuwa wakitutumia tu vitu random.
I know, they'll be like...
Do Chimano buying omena? Can I help the small sardines?
Yo, that would be actually fire. bro.
Listen, we can actually do it.
Yeah, let's do it. So, done.
Let's do
Done.
it.
Yeah.
Approve
Let's
the
do it.
production. Let's do it.
Maisha inafaa
My
kufunguka vile tu
goodness.
ideas hufunguka kwa pod.
So what are the things that stood out for you guys in that interview? If you had to discuss it a little bit.
For me, I feel like one. Okay, but I think it's a Charlemagne thing. Because normally he has this, like, there's a look that he always has for any guest who comes in. Like a very, condescending-ish. But I don't know. It felt like he was trying to drive this narrative to another place. But I like that BN really controlled the narrative and he was really eloquent with it. And, schooling them. Like, he was just not... Because it felt like there was this perception of he's just another African nigger. But when he came in, like, the way he owned that room and he was schooling them and it was
He was
just
very
beautiful.
composed,
It
yeah.
was very beautiful to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Very different from what I've seen with other African artists who've been on the Breakfast Club. Yeah.
And Bien saying that he had to drive an hour to buy a chicken.
Yeah.
A rooster.
Rosa, but wait, so that is not outright, no?
It is out.
It is
The performance.
Oh no, not the.
I'm saying the performance
on
of
the radar.
Yeah, on the
Not
radar.
yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, yeah.
But
I mean, apparently because of the laws in New York
Yeah.
about live animals and
Better,
chicken, yeah.
better Mnova do.
Yeah. But, sorry, Mwass.
There's something also he said. He described the chicken the rooster in a very beautiful way.
Yeah.
He said it's an alarm clock.
It's an alarm clock.
Security guard.
Security, not light, security.
And a very beautiful meal.
And it can also be a meal.
Yeah.
There's something else
Lovely
that
meal.
he said. He said it's the cultural, what is the word, man? You know the way you have, like, Uganda have
Emblems?
the crane?
Is it
Yes,
emblem?
yes. And then
Yeah.
it's still security. And it's also still a nice meal. The Charlemagne thing, because I saw Taingashira say that, I just didn't see it. Because I've watched...
No, but he does that with every guy.
That's
He
what I
does
mean.
that
Like,
with
it's just
everyone.
him. I don't think it's condescending or it's in any way. He's just too playful. I've watched a million Charlemagne interviews. Of course,
That's
not
the
a
thing. He
million.
always has
All of
some
us,
condescending thing to every person.
I think it's just the character he plays on that show,
Yeah.
which I don't think, I don't see that at bad intent. He was trying to be fishy. That, again, I'm just saying from my perspective.
perspective. Makes
Just
sense.
watching it, I didn't even clock it until I
you
saw
saw the
Ty's
comments.
Ngashira tweet. So when you said the same thing, I was like, okay.
Yeah, but he do be doing that a lot.
Is it Bien Alimambia? You can find like 50 niggas that look like him in Kakamega.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You look like half the people in my
In
village.
my village, yeah. Man, but shout out to the bald man, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to BN. Tour is now officially sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
Damn.
In the
And
States.
it's going crazy.
Then Europe next.
The snippets
this
I've
nigga's
seen
in his
online.
bag.
Yeah.
So are you guys trying to see him in Nairobi or outside Nairobi?
Alusa
Because he's doing Uganda, he's
continua.
doing Dar es Salaam. I think he's doing Kigali as well.
Hell yes.
I think I'll do the UK show. Yani amwamini tu.
Kakamega, wewe, calm down.
United Kakamega. The Kisumu one, I don't think he's performing in Kisumu, but yeah.
You niggas doubt me. Sikai tu kwenda UK.
Why?
I think you should first apply for the visa. It works like that. Yeah. And then if you're serious about dates and stuff.
How crazy it is kesho tu ni pull up to UK ni wa FaceTime.
It's not crazy at all because it's
Huwezi enda.
basically Mission Impossible in real life.
Literally.
Yeah. Forget the one that is filmed and it's scripted. This is Mission Impossible in real life.
It's giving Mauritius. Zanzibar. Cape Town.
With 10,000 in the wrong currency.
It's impossible for me to watch that episode.
Wait, guy. What?
That episode ilinimaliza brain cells.
Have you guys watched it? Back?
Yeah.
Play it
Bro.
back. Do you know? I don't know.
That's actually the reason I was calling you. Nilikuwa nimejam.
Why?
Kwa sababu ulishinda tu. Sorry. Ulishinda tu hivi.
So
Ukiongea.
what was I saying?
You know me, my view from here, it was just...
Chuck, you said 50 million things and we are still trying to piece everything that you said.
Yeah. For every 10 words you spoke, you made 0 sense.
Someone on X tagged me akisema, now when you watch it, you will not understand it.
So for real.
I think half the time I was like this.
I haven't watched it.
Now you need to.
You don't need to.
No, you need to.
I don't know the last episode I ever watched.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's been a while since I ever watched a single mic check episode.
But you've been editing a few, so...
I've been
Makes sense. You
ever
practically
since, so-
watched them.
Umechoka tu
So,
kujisikia tu kufanya
Not
hivi.
even kujisikia, because I don't listen to myself as much when editing now anymore.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just
makes sense.
it's just one of those
Makes
things.
sense.
I feel like I remember a lot of the conversations now. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
a thing to do with employment. Like maybe I'm a bit more present. That I don't mind playing it back, but I might go back and start
Yeah.
watching some of them.
No, this one you have to.
Bro, even Mr. T, I've never watched that episode.
Damn.
That's how far back we can go. Which was the last episode I sat down to watch?
How many episodes have you... Out of the 260 something,
Yeah,
how many would you say you've comfortably finished?
most of them.
Most of them.
Like normally, so my thing with the episodes is I'd always play the episode, like I'd stream it on Spotify as I drive around. That would be the way. I don't think I've sat down to watch most of them. What I would do is I would always skim just to look at the grading, the editing, but not sit down to watch. But I'd always listen back to the entire episode. But I haven't done that in such a long time.
May I just have a rule in my house? Those guys who come to my house and they want to watch Mic Check in my house, I'm like, can we do something? If It's just weird having your homies around and then all of them watching you.
Yeah.
Tusikize tu ama piano.
Well, let's just talk.
Oh, let's have conversation. Yeah.
Who made me watch? Who made me watch? Was it? I think it was Crystal.
Who made you watch?
Fun. The last Misfix episode in the house. Yeah, I think it was Crystal. I think it was because she was like,
Now that's Tafari. That's
But-
not Baba's.
but I'm used to people also in the crib are like, mic check, Misfix.
Ah,
like
but
it's
no.
such a normal thing. But I just mind my own business. I'm like, yeah, you
Yeah,
have
but you
fun.
do your thing. I'm
Yeah,
out.
you do your thing, mind your own.
I would watch Misfix. I get why I would watch Misfix.
Yeah.
And
Mic
I get
check. For you to
mic
purposely
check.
just watch mic check is crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, the episode that drops tomorrow. Okay, so this episode drops on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So now the episode will have been out already.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't think any of you are ready.
I was not-
It keeps getting crazier. You know which one are dropping tomorrow?
I saw you guys shirtless last week in
Niliona
So you have no idea how
Wait,
we
have
ended
you
up
guys joined
shirtless.
Bogi Genji?
Huh?
Have you joined Bogi Genji?
What for?
Oh, okay.
Niliona Poja amecomplain. Hii ndio picha mlichagua.
That nigga stays complaining.
Bro,
Like,
madness.
Damn.
And you know the funny thing is, because now, at least because of editing, I've seen the entire thing. So like Ojizo only knows half of what happened.
Yeah.
Because you were with
I don't
one-
know. I don't know what you guys like.
There you
did,
go.
yeah.
So you'll have to find out online.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Give us spoilers without context. Spoilers, no spoilers.
Ojizo can tell
Ojizo,
you.
go off.
I mean, the episode is
yeah.
out. This drops on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So the episode will be
Yeah.
out already. So
Yeah.
you can tell them.
So yeah, there's some challenges happening. My team, we had me, Jurist, Charisma, and Arosh. And then Chaxy's team was Tough, Chaxy, and Poj.
Yeah.
So just going to the street doing challenges. The first, one challenge was you have to preach. The second one,
Who
you have
preached?
to...
Because I'm pulling up with notebooks for that sermon.
You are not ready, bro.
You find a car wash, then you wash a car.
No.
Yeah. Some guys did farming, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the last one was... the challenges were different. The last
The
challenge.
third one was you get adopted by a stranger.
Yeah, adopted by a
For
stranger.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the last one is now each team gave the other team a challenge. To
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Misfix is the only thing I watch in my house with the remote in my hand. Because nachokanga una post.
Me niko na two request. They will do a mic check, Misfix
Crossover,
crossover.
yeah.
Mr. Kizi kazi za sulubu. Just give
You
us
know,
nice challenges.
Huh?
Yeah, bash ni baadaye ama bado.
That one, not yet.
Okay,
That one,
sawa.
not yet, yeah. Not yet. So the crossover should have happened already.
Yeah.
But then our first crossover episode was supposed to be, of course I can't say it now because it's not happened, but it was supposed to be something really cool because it's a remake of a very popular show.
Oh, thank God.
But then where we're supposed to shoot it, that studio kulikuwa na a bit of issues. Although we saw a new studio last week that we have a new agreement in place. So that's coming. That's coming.
Bora si kazi ya sulubu.
Let me tell
I'm
you,
down.
I can't wait for the Misfix Mike's Check crossover and the Misfix Trimenami crossover.
That would be stupid.
Do the Misfix na
Trimenami.
do that one first.
that one.
That one is easy to execute because it's a continuation. It's a series. It's the going back to school series.
Okay.
So now it will be a new semester, and then there will be new students.
The newcomers.
But now we can't tell you why. We can't tell you how that happens.
Of
but just
course.
know it's gonna be as students and
That's gonna be
Trimenami.
chaotic.
That's gonna
And
be
the teacher is
crazy.
still, and our professor is still the same. you finally
Best to
watch
ever
it?
do it. I don't think
Acha nikwambie.
Saddam is not acting.
Idiot. Like, he really is him.
He fit the part.
It's crazy.
Bro.
And then Erosh vaping inside.
Why am
I feel
not
like
surprised?
Misfix.
It's
You
reality.
start watching, unashika remote, una jam, unasimama.
Mas calls me and I'm like, have you finished? He's like, no, I don't know where I'm at, but I'm just tired.
As in, it's a 40-minute episode that I take 6
But-
hours to watch. And then my brother will randomly say, "I'm a stuck." You know that thing, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. And then I
Mad.
know all of you niggas.
Yeah.
You go to like,
Brothers,
I feel like disconnecting my router. Like switching off the TV is not enough.
I don't know how to describe it, but just buckle up.
can't wait.
Yeah. You know, I want to plug
wait.
you on how you can watch this and many other shows, including us, for guys who stream on YouTube. So I want to put you on Safaricom Hook, the way you can watch this episode at a very discounted price, a very discounted bundle price. or Misfix, or the Bien's Breakfast Club interview, anything you love watching on YouTube, if you are 18 to 24 years old, dial *555# to access your bundles. If you are 25 plus, who is everyone in this room except Snowball?
And Randy.
Randy is 21, 22. Will you say?
Definitely. But even Jesus is like 22, no? 23 now. Damn.
Damn.
How are you already 23? Oh, yeah, because your birthday was the other day with Blocker. So 25 and above, dial *544*22#. Again, 18 to 24, *555#. 25 and above, *544*22# to access the best bundle deals for streaming YouTube. So much Safaricom for that. I think that's a smart move. Like, we just create bundles for YouTube specific. Because Kenyans consume content. And also it makes it easy for people like us who create content primarily for YouTube to get guys, checkmates, access the shows at a discounted price. Man, moment of silence to the legendary Ngugi Wa Thiong'o. So my question would be, in the Kikuyu tradition, when you have someone, like when you have a figure that big that passes on, is there like specific ceremonies or things that happen? Mwangi, would you know?
I like that you think I know.
Can we call Jesse then? Let's call Jesse. What do you think would that? I feel like
Kawaida burial.
Huh?
I don't know. Let's see.
You think it's just a normal burial?
I'm very green.
Like there's nothing like facing the Mugumo tree and going around it 7 times, waking up to Mount Kenya. Huh?
I don't think so. But
You don't think so? Let's ask. But Jesse would know, right?
Jesse would know for sure. What do you think he's doing right now? Saying Sangapi? 3:30.
Yeah.
PM, but it feels
3:40.
like it's 9. It feels like it's 9 p.m. Lakini tu kuna jua.
Leo amechill tu.
Tafari is just blowing kisses to Mariah.
Sitaki hizo vitu zako wewe.
Utamshtaki kwa bacha.
Pige.
Okay, he's a busy. Yeah, probably call back. Yeah, man, but what an icon. I feel like because the now I feel like I need to go back and read some of those.
The River Between?
Yeah. I read The River Between in high school for sure.
Yeah,
but
me
of
too.
course, because I needed to read it. But now out of intentionally wanting to read it.
Yeah.
To me, he's one of those figures that were larger than life.
Yeah.
So may his soul rest in peace. He leaves such an incredible legacy. Someone who outwardly lived, through bro, he had to go to on exile, and it didn't change him. He's one of those guys who I'd say, when they say Mau Mau was a spirit and not exactly just people. Because it represents the freedom of fighting. He embodied the spirit of Mau Mau.
I'd say him and Koigi wa Mwere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Is Koigi still alive?
I think he is.
I think Koigi is still alive, bro.
And still he's still that resilient. Same thing as Ngugi.
I can only imagine the amount of torture they had to.
Bro.
And still kept their mouth shut.
Can you imagine now if you are very unsafe to live here and this is where you were born and you completely had to escape going on exile and live in a different country?
I'd go to Togo.
Mwass and Togo. You know what? When you make some good money and you want to treat yourself, just book a flight to Togo. Genuinely, and then come tell us about Togo.
Let's see how much is the flight. Tunaweza hata kasirika tukubukie saa hii.
Yeah, literally.
Tuangalie.
Nipatieni tu hiyo pesa.
You deserve to go to Togo, bro.
Rent is due.
Oh, Lome. Okay, let's check.
That's the capital city.
Kenya to Lome. Wait, when is today? 29.
How often do they even fly to Togo?
Let's say we want to bring you back tomorrow.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Even if it's a connecting flight, I'm sure it's a daily thing. Like you could fly.
No, I'm doing. You're leaving now. You wanna come back tomorrow? 173.
Return.
Yeah.
Kwenda Togo.
And this is the cheapest, by the way.
Yeah. But the thing with
170K.
also
Flying in Africa is just
also
more
it's going to be
expensive.
expensive because you're booking now for a flight to leave now.
Yeah.
True.
That's
And
one.
there's an overnight layover though.
In Chad.
In Addis for an
But
overnight.
nigga, 173,000. Okay,
That's crazy.
no. Ooh.
But traveling within
20-hour flight.
because of the layover. I mean, half that
the
time
journey
is
you'll be in the
you'll
airport
laid
at
over.
Bole.
But the thing with traveling within Africa is more expensive than traveling outside
To-
Africa, which
yeah.
is insane. Like maybe going to Togo could be more expensive than going to London. It does not make sense.
Yeah. But also the frequency of flights would make it cheaper.
The frequency of flights would make it cheaper. Of course, demand, supply, it's business end of the day. But also, just because African governments just do not like working together with it. Like we have so many barriers just as African countries. You know, even the recent issue between Kenya and Tanzania, and you know, Boniface Mwangi and the guys, you know, you look at such things, and you're literally next door neighbors.
True, it's foolishness.
And for sure, so that's why going to Zanzibar would cost you 35,000 return flight. Zanzibar that you can even run to Zanzibar, bro. 35,000 return flight. Genuinely, Kipchoge, bro, to take Kipchoge less than a full day to run to Zanzibar.
Ukaze tu mguu, by the way
utafika. And then it tells you return flight 35K.
Yeah.
Bro, if you book a trip to Dubai well in advance, you can pay a good 50K return.
Yeah.
No. So make it make sense.
It's foolishness.
Yeah. I had a question for you guys today.
Shoot.
Are you guys scared of snakes? I know Mariah is. Mwangi? Are you those kids who can you put a snake around their neck?
I actually did. When
I remember the story.
Can you
when
just
I was
stop
a kid.
talking
And now,
about snakes? Nasikia didi.
no, I don't think
Mariah is very picky on what snakes.
I first them in human form. I think I was just a brave child. Now, I don't think I'd touch a snake now.
Would you put those snakes, kids?
Nah.
No, people put around their necks.
It's like I'm a scarf.
So the thing that I don't understand with those snakes is, so randomly on YouTube, so I saw, because they are snakes. They eat. At the end of the day, they eat. What I didn't understand is how people play with these pythons and they're trained, but they don't. I've never seen a video of, I haven't seen a video of them harm people. Probably.
There is a video of this lady who was keeping a python, and this one day she opened to feed it and it attacked her, like ilimuma mkono vibaya.
I mean, that's possible. I'm sure those things happen. So what I don't understand is how you can
snake pack.
keep how you can keep a reptile. Snake is a reptile.
Yeah.
As humongous as a python is, that feeds on animals,
And people.
but you believe that it's been tamed. How do you tame a snake? Like, what do they do to snakes to tame them?
You just make sure it's full.
In circuses.
Me, I'd be giving you a
really?
full
That's
go-
what they do.
I think, or sedatives.
It has to be something. Can you Google? Because I'm like, how can you tame a snake that it can? Because especially like if you go on YouTube abroad, there's people whose this is their primary job.
Yeah.
They have dangerous animals that are tamed, and people use them for shows, circuses, and stuff like that. It's just how do you tame a snake? Yeah, how do you actually tame a
I feel
snake?
like taming is the easier bit, trusting that it is tamed.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. The whole process.
Yeah.
Jurist, please take Tafari with you, bro.
Please, we beg.
Yeah.
Taming a snake involves a process of habituation where the snake becomes comfortable with human presence and handling. This is achieved through gentle, consistent interactions, focusing on non-threatening cues and avoiding actions that could cause fear or aggression.
Non-threatening cues.
Mi uje tu mi napiga nduru nikiona. And it would feel threatened.
So that means it's something that begins from when the snake is
An egg. Yeah.
I'm not
But you
playing
see, the
those
thing
games.
is, the instinct is still there, even if it's from, I don't know, bro.
Like, an animal is an animal, bro.
If your friend had a pet snake, would you be visiting them?
Excuse me?
Seme tu one
First of all, we are just not friends. Because, why?
You can't be friends with someone who has a pet snake.
Why?
See, now if I adopt a pet
Because I
snake.
know I'll never come to your house, so why are we friends in the first place?
So if, if Chaxy adopts a snake, urafiki meisha. There was that rumor that some neighborhood I grew up in Nairobi. There was a house where I think one of the bedrooms, an Arab family used to keep
A snake.
a python, yeah. And then we
Was
never
it a
saw
rumor? Oh, your dad is calling. So let's speak for Mwass. Hello?
Hello, Chaxy.
Sasa,
Poa. Uko aje?
mimi niko salama kabisa. Hata we were recording the podcast. Tuko hapa na Mariah na Mwass.
Hello.
Wamekusalimia, sijui kama unawasikia.
Okay.
Sasa
Nimewasalimia sana.
wamekusikia?
Umefika tukiongea na Mama Teddy.
Ako aje?
Oh, lovely.
Ako poa?
Nini tulikuwa, I think tuliongea na Ted when last week.
Last week.
Last week,
Okay.
Sasa we had a question. Because tuliona Ngugi Wa Thiong'o has passed on.
Ya hata mimi nimeona kwa gazeti.
Umeona kwa gazeti?
Lakini nisikia jana.
Yeah, so we were wondering in Kikuyu tradition, when there's someone of that caliber, mwenye akikufa, is there like a process ama rituals or things that happen before azikwe, or it's just a normal burial?
Mostly normal burial. Na mostly depending with the family.
Okay.
Unajua sasa mtu kama Ngugi.
Yeah.
Okay, bereni hakuwa nasikizana na serikali.
Yes.
Unless sasa you are prominent na serikali igirie iseme ita take part.
Yes.
That is a different thing. Lakini kama hana, wakikosa kufanya kitu serikali, it will just be a normal burial.
Okay.
And depending, pengine alisema kama atachomwa ama ile normal ya kuweka saduku na kuweka kwao nyumbani.
Yes.
Hiyo tu haikuwagi na mambo mingi.
Okay.
Lakini mtu prominent serikali ikiingilia,
yes,
inakuwa nao tofauti kidogo.
So they do the whole ceremony, siasa.
Siasa wasisemwe nini. Kama hii yake sijui kama watamuleta, si amekufa huko ni Amerika?
Yes, in the States, yes.
Wakimuleta, pengine maybe kwa wiro amesema azikwe huko, lakini wakimuleta, hawa watu prominent lazima waende hapo na waongee siasa.
Yes.
Unajua ameandika vitabu nyingi sana which serikali ilikuwa ina criticize the government.
Yeah.
Hizo gahikadeda umali wena want na zingine.
Yes.
Sasa utasikia watu tu wakienda huko wakisema praise hiyo vitabu nini mambo kama hiyo.
Okay.
Lakini kwa family, if the government will not maybe interfere, it will just be a normal burial.
A normal burial. So it will be according to how he maybe aliandika kwa will ama how the family wants.
Aliandika kwa will, kama hajaandika kwa will, how the family want.
Okay.
Unajua kuna wengine hata sasa watu prominent wanasema wachomwe.
Yes.
Hata watu wa kanisa wengine. Kama Manase skuli ya yule alikuwa mkubwa wa ACK.
Yes.
Alisema achomwe.
Yes.
Sasa kama ameandika kitu kama hiyo atachomwa. Kama hajaandika, normally unapelekwa kwa kwenye nyumbani the ancestral land.
Yes.
Unapelekwa huko unazikwa tu kama kawaida. Hakuna mambo ati tofauti sana.
Okay. Thank you so much for the input.
Okay.
Tunashukuru.
Wasalimia sana. So nilikuwa nataka kupigia nini? Mumaliza nitampigia jioni.
Utampigia jioni tutakuwa tumemaliza.
Wasalimia wote Mariah.
Yes. Asante sana. Salimia pia nyumbani.
Asante sana. Nitawasalimia.
Bye.
Asante.
Okay.
See, I was right.
About what?
Nilisema it's a normal food.
Nigga, shut up.
No, but I think he raises an important, like if the government is not involved, then it becomes the wishes of them. But because he was really never pro-government, but it's just weird how that the government didn't like this guy. The government is the reason why he had to go in exile. But the government will still allow his set books. Some of them to be read in school.
Yeah.
You know, the paradox. Yeah, but again, may his soul rest in peace, please. Okay, what do you guys want to talk about? There is I saw one of the reels on TikTok, the one for Vinny Baite. Because there's a bunch of reels
from the pod, Ama?
From the pod.
Yeah.
And then the first comment. Huyu pia ni comedian.
Kubamba wa Kenya ni kazi ngumu. Si you scroll tu.
That episode. So when I go back watching, you guys watched that episode back?
No, I still haven't.
You have?
I have.
And
I was just like this.
I haven't yet.
Hiyo ni episode. You start watching it when you're lying on the couch unamaliza kama umekaa.
You go through all the emotions.
A lot was going on.
Shout out to me by time.
A lot of nothingness.
There's so much nothingness going on. Anyway, so Digital Content Creators Association of Kenya. Trevor posted this. Grateful for the overwhelming support on the grand unveiling of the leadership of the Digital Content Creators Association of Kenya. Here's to a future of innovation, unity, and unstoppable creativity. Then, so the leaders are there ni sasa him, Terence Creative, Nasra, Sami Kioko, Claudia Naisabwa, Hezron Rui, and Juanita Kenya. What exactly is it?
Me, I don't know.
But you saw it.
Me, I got an invite.
I also got an invite from Claudia.
So I was like, I thought like she was like hosting an event or something. So I was so confused.
You didn't read like the invite?
Bro, I didn't, I was just like, I bet. I thought she was like hosting or something. I was like, yeah, I bet I'll see to it. Candace, come.
Yeah.
So next thing, I'm doing my thing. I'd even forgotten it's supposed to be on that day. So I'm scrolling on NGC. Unveiling. I'm like, what do you mean unveiling? Like what
Yeah.
when did this happen? Who was consulted? Who did the voting?
So my thing is, I don't know, because the people involved maybe did the voting and did whatever they needed
Who
to do.
though?
I don't know those names and whoever else is. My question is, what exactly is it? Because my whole understanding of going digital and everything we do is decentralization, no? So what exactly do they do? Anyone who has an idea? Okay, wait. See, Trevor is this year. Let me call Trevor, bro. Because, yeah, but why are we struggling to understand? Does anyone here understand what it is? And why we need it? Who funds it?
Who funds the real question?
Let me call, because Claudia is in Tanzania. I've called Claudia.
Yeah,
She was hosting director Trevor. Let's call Trevor, bro. You need to understand what this thing is. So who funds it? What is their day to day? Kama leo nataka kujua amefanya nini. Huh? Yeah, no physical wapi.
No, seriously, kwanza two important questions.
Yeah. Even Trevor is long overdue to be on the pod. You know, Director Trevor.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Sasa.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Wait,
Trevor is having a photo shoot. I was having his phone.
I was wondering because I was like, damn. Okay, just tell him I called. You can call me back when it's done.
Okay, cool.
Cheers.
You know what? Let's just Google and see what this is supposed to be.
Is that on Google already?
I'm wondering. Is it?
I want to hope.
Because even Terence, let's save it for Terence because he's coming soon. So let's save it for Terence.
Ooh!
Who are you calling? Claudia?
No.
So you have to put it on the mic. So who are you calling?
I will calm down. I was just ringing Ajashika.
Who are you calling?
Ngoja.
Ngoja ni nani?
Where? Wait, digital.
Me, I'm just happy they have my number.
Digital Content Creators Association of Kenya. A vibrant community empowering and supporting content creators through networking opportunities, educational resources, and advocacy initiatives. Ofisi Iko Britam Towers, Upper Hill.
So who pays? How do they pay I have so many questions. So is this like a because it's definitely not a government. You think the government
Definitely no.
cares about digital artists? Mbaka they have a budget for it?
Who the hell is Bob Ndolo?
I don't know. So Bob Ndolo has...
Is
Is that a website? Or that's just Google?
I'm on the Twitter page.
Okay.
I'll call you later.
You are calling your boyfriend? I mean, I had
one of the four.
I just had a voice I know. Okay, sawa.
Idiot. But we proceed. So, there's a statement that was released 3 days ago, something about Gachagua talking about boycotting Kenyan artists and silencing whatever. So, they are also they strongly condemn any attempts to suppress artistic freedom. I don't understand what their role is, honestly.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I mean, if Trevor calls back, if you're still recording, it's fine. We'll know. If Trevor doesn't call back, we owe your Trevor episode, and then we can just have a good discussion around it. I mean, because of course we are part of the digital community, and not that not that we are asking malicious lemonin, but I was genuinely just curious to understand exactly why it was founded and what exactly they do. So it's fine. So just
does it say anything on their website?
Is the website up?
And I'm on their Twitter. Hata hakuna website. Wait, dccac.co.ke. Wait.
But I'm sure it's a corporate lingo too.
Yeah.
A server with the specified host name could not be found.
They don't even have a website up. It's okay.
As a digital.
Then why do you have a link?
As a digital. So maybe it's work in progress. Also, they're fairly new, so can cut them some slack. Yeah, they're fairly
Hata
new.
watuandike hapo vile wanaandikanga. We will be
Yeah, or under construction, something. Yeah, I know.
The whatever
domain.
for them
That's
to
what
say
it
that.
means.
Yeah.
For sure. But it's fine, man. I don't know. I'm curious because we play in the same field. I just love to understand more.
Yeah.
So all the checkmates, we owe you. We owe you that episode. Let's do checked. Tell me what you niggas have.
Me, I had some very interesting conversations this week.
Okay.
Tell us.
So I randomly woke up Jana.
You randomly wake up must be
I mean, you just woke up. Randomly wake up is
like
weird.
I didn't have an alarm or anything.
Okay.
I had nothing to do. And
So,
then
So that's still random. See, everyone wakes up every day.
that's what I'm saying. You
Mnataka
randomly woke
kunimaliza.
up.
Just say you woke up.
Yeah.
But anyway, you randomly woke up.
I woke up. Yeah.
Yes.
And then I just decided to send my dad some money. And then he was shocked. So we called back. We had a lovely 1-minute conversation. Then I went online and I just tweeted, sending your parents money is a very fulfilling feeling. And then I just put my phone on my stomach and I slept. And then I'm trying to find that tweet. Someone just came and corrected me. Akaniambia parent.
Yeah, send your pin. I'm definitely bitching.
But then Limwambia uko happy to fight.
I mean, they didn't lie though. Yeah.
So, must you remind me of my problems?
Also, just tweet correct things. Don't lie to people.
You must be really
Don't
fun
lie
at
to people.
parties.
You have
huh?
parents. You have one parent.
You must be really fun at parties.
And then-
Extremely. I'm the guy at the parties who in the middle of the club dancing.
Please no. Please no.
Then another interesting conversation I had. My friend called me to check up on me. Alafu, I just picked up the call with beautiful voices genuinely confused me. And then akaniambia, Mwangi unanikatia? Nikamwambia nasikiza bien.
Nimechoka hata. Nimechoka hata.
And then the final thing that I just found really funny, Madeleine Lucas 254 paying 2K to view a house is daylight robbery.
No, seriously.
How much should you pay?
Why are you paying to view houses?
Paying to view a house is
I
diabolical.
thought normally you pay when you get a house. Okay, maybe there's a fee for.
What if I don't like the house?
Do I get back like 60% return? Like, nigga.
So my thing is, are you paying every day?
I think it's
Is it
Like every
per
day?
house?
Is it per house? No, it's per day.
I have no idea how it works.
So what normally happens nowadays? There are guys who like have borders and they go around doing house hunting for guys. And to view a house, they charge you 2 Gs.
One house.
Hey, one house. And to me, when I look at it, I'm like, what if I don't like the house? I don't mind paying a small fee, but I mind paying 2,000 bob to view. If I view 20 houses, does that mean I pay rent for?
Yeah.
And I was
that's
supposed to
crazy.
pay for the next month. Kwangu naona tu.
Honestly, it's daylight robbery.
2,000 ni mingi.
Yeah.
2,000 then see. I'd rather, even if I don't have a car then, I'd rather hire a car for, how much is hiring a car for a day?
Like 5K?
Like 5K. If you're just hiring a small car. And then you can see as many houses as you wish.
Yeah.
Drive around and see many houses.
Problem is they do the hard work for you because they've literally shown you how the house looks like. They just don't tell you where. Which also to me
they
is
show-
very
you see
crazy.
pictures prior?
They show you the interiors of the house, but you don't get to see the actual house.
That's
which to me is, I don't pay 2K and kumbe it's 20 kilometers away from
Yeah,
the main
from
highway.
normalcy.
Yeah,
So you
so
don't get any details about
they don't disclose the location because
If I know the location, I'll go by myself.
by
And I
yourself.
feel like house hunting, a house is such an important thing. You just have to be there, like to view it. You can't move into a house you've just seen pictures in.
That's true.
Yeah.
But barely, unless I feel like there's a certain amount of money if you're paying rent for or buying a house, you can just rely on pictures and to be fine.
Yeah.
It gets to a certain level, like the pictures will
Yes,
do the
enough.
talking.
Yeah.
But if you are still 100,000 and below, please go see that house.
Piga
for
love.
yourself.
Especially on a Sunday. Uje ni kanisa gani iko hapo?
Oh, yes.
Oh, true.
Please go on a Sunday.
Bro, there are
Bruh.
3 churches where I live.
Where?
Sunday, tunakapitianga.
Are you looking to move?
I'm not looking to move. I'm looking to build.
That's still moving. But also, where are you building? Because you can't build in
I'm
air.
looking to buy land. As our only homeowner, what would you advise?
What will I advise?
Yeah.
Build a home and pray that you don't get a church, to be like the next person.
Your neighbor.
yeah.
Because also,
Facts.
you have now a permanent plot of land, you've built a house, and then the next land, a church. Hey, bro. Pastor T moves his church.
Sherekea ushindi wa Bwana at 7 a.m. There's a cheesy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I will buy a soundbar.
Oh, there's a cheesy.
Honestly, if the church moves in, you have money and they've not bought the land, they've leased
buy
the land,
it.
just buy it. Buy it, become the new tenant.
And then evict them.
Bro,
Hii shamba sipeani.
That would be funny if you're petty enough. You buy the land, you evict them, and then you sell the land.
then you sell the land.
you just waste 6 months of your life transacting
Yo.
for peace of mind.
Nah, but that's
If I'm a pastor, you evict me and then you sell the land. I'm moving back with 2 new speakers.
Facts.
Directly facing your house.
Facts.
Easy is a tough. Unataka kujua petty ni petty.
Let's go. Petty for petty.
It's interesting that you guys are saying that because growing up, we used to live like next to a quarry. Then one of our closest neighbor was like a Mokorino church. And the church was owned by the chief. I think I've given you guys this guy this story.
Interesting.
So,
Mokorino
like-
church inaoniwa na chief.
And you know how
Let's
powerful
unpack that.
and you know how powerful chiefs were back then. So, like those guys used to have like their quote unquote keshas that will run for like 2 weeks. You
Yes, I
guys,
had 2 weeks.
bro, na drama ziachi kupiga like.
Na uweze enda kumshtaki kwa chief.
Alafu, interesting. Nilikuwa nasoma na watu wa chief. So like walikuwa nakula banta for days shule niko like so they used to like warn me in advance and I'll be like you guys the next 2 weeks yeah dramas.
Dramas.
Mad.
Easy.
But
Hiyo neighborhood iko wapi? Tuiavoid. Iko juu ya kwari. Mambo mingi
Kande ya
inaendelea
church
hapo.
yenye inaondiwa na chief.
yeah.
Na ni Mkorino. Chief alikuwa Mkorino.
Yeah.
Siwezi shtuka. Okay. So this is my friend Abunje. Shout out to Abunjes.
Yeah.
So he posts a story, right? Very cute setting. He's like having fries, burgers, nini. Cute setting. He says, asante sana mother-in-law kwa kunizalia high court. Kila siku ni kesi.
Oh my goodness.
Ay.
Let's go to case.
Kuzaliwa high court is down.
I know, right? So wait.
Nikipata dem save tu kwa simu kama high court.
Oh, okay. So this is
Supreme Court ka kizito.
Farhaya, I don't know. Anyway, says huge fan of people asking silly questions. Yes, huge fan of asking people silly questions. Wewe ungekuwa matumbo ungekubali ngoja ikuumize.
So the last episode ilikuwa basically an hour of that.
Oh my gosh. Aya. Last one. Mjomba Minion says
That's a cool name.
Is that Steve-O?
ati unaambia mtu akutumie shopping list ya mtoto and respond assume nimedeti ungembaia nini.
Lakini watoto upewa nini?
Just when my dad ungembuy any.
Normalize tu. Wazazi mnatakanga nini? Tuwatumiange tu pesa. Tuwachange tu maneno mingi.
No, that's there is some shit I'd do.
That assume
At this point, you should know what your kid wants.
Yeah. I think also asking sometimes is just for clarity. Because if you don't want to buy someone stuff, then you're nazo already.
So that means you don't spend enough time with your kids to know your kid.
Wait, what did you say? Your kid?
Huyu ni baby daddy
Maybe
ndiye
do it
anajua na
again.
baby mama.
This is a baby daddy.
Oh, okay.
Unaambia mtu akutumie shopping list ya mtoto ana respond
But unaona amesema mtu. That's what I'm saying mtu. Ajasema
Si baby mama ndio anaita mtu.
Oh,
I get what you mean.
Okay, I see what you mean.
So this baby mama kamjibu. Sio nimedate.
Ungembaia.
Exactly. Which is a real question, honestly.
Hao watu wamalize wasitengeneze watoto wengine.
I know.
This is a done deal.
Kisha.
This is done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Timothy Maturi. Nimejaribu kucheka nikakumbuka sina pesa.
Mimi nacheka tu guys. Mimi ndaendelea tu.
Hata mimi nacheka tu msema anze
Ukisota tusiucheke raji tu mwenyewe tu.
Najua tu ni noma.
Laughter is free. Usijinyime.
Roy wa Home 9. Sijai discover talent yangu lakini najua napenda matiti. How is that even a talent? Anyway,
then we are all talented.
Timothy Maturi. Timothy Maturi.
Tena.
Ukinicall saa 5 usiku, mimi nitacall saa 10 asubuhi. Juu miamua tukue wenda wazimu.
Saa 5 usiku si late.
Yeah. Oh, the other one.
Saa 5 usiku pigia.
Oh, damn.
Unless you're my person, you're not calling me at wachawi hours. Are you okay?
Huyu Timothy Maturi anakaa ni mfani. Kwa hiyo pia ndo alitweet ile yenye nilisema kwa white. Nimeenda kwa forest kujinyonga nikapatana na simba karibu niue bana.
Shout out Timothy.
So I want to plug you on. So the guys will have football. So this comes on Wednesday. The finals of the Champions League will have played already. Ojizo, you said you're with Inter, if I'm not wrong. Inter Milan. So this episode drops, the games will be over. You said you're with Inter.
No. This one actually, it's gonna be an interesting one. But
Hold that thought.
To
Babazem.
Babazem. Cheers. To Babazem.
AKA Tafari. And he went so deep to answer that question. I'm a human first and a father second.
You have to judge.
Okay, back to Ojizo.
I know Inter Milan will win, but I want PSG to win.
Ooh.
Is that an interesting thing to say?
It is. Like Ilenya,
I love your honesty.
like the person
Unajua amesema niko like
yeah, because it's like the team that he wants to win, he knows how atashinda.
Yeah.
So like I know these are the other guys who will win, but I really want these other guys to win.
Got you.
I mean, so that will be over by the time you watch this episode. But I want to remind you that the FIFA Club World Cup 2025 features 32 of the world's top clubs from all the leagues and runs from 14th of June to July 13th across 12 stadiums in the United States. And you can catch all this action by getting a subscription to DSTV, activated, upgraded, renewed. It's the same thing.
Maybe I have a Rick idea. I may think multi-choice will take you guys to watch the game.
That would be
at least one of the game.
That would be sick. And honestly, for the finals of the FIFA Club World Cup, so for the finals, I pitched 2 things. I said we can do like a 5-a-side actual football thing, but then we just pick 8 teams from checkmates. So 8 teams means it starts from like semis.
Yeah.
So we do semis and then we do finals. Yeah. So it's not too many matches. In the evening, because the game is at 10 p.m. for the finals. And then we stream the game. Okay. Then, of course, because it's Sisi, we'll add Shere. Yeah. So, Akaneda will be there or someone. We'll pick somebody, maybe a live act. Then the other one is just a normal watch party. But guys maybe come in earlier if we just make sure we have enough games. And then the guys bond and then we just watch the match. So let's see. If they can, that would be our first mini sports day. Where it's just eight checkmate teams or 5 each, that's fine. Then checkmates come support your friends. Come meet other checkmates, make sure there's nice music flowing, play some games, and then watch the finals. Then after that, maybe there's a bit of entertainment, then we go home. So we got you. So for all that, please get a DSTV subscription. They pay our bills. Please pay their bills so that they can pay our bills. Anyway, so I think we do one more story. How long have we been rolling? Wanted to do a good hour. 55. So we do mind check. Only. Let's do just mind check then. Aya, you can do the honors. I know she's been wanting to read it. I've just been lengaing.
So,
because we owe them, I promised we'll do it. Remember? Because when we did the story of Freemasons, Sana walked in. We didn't finish
we had to stop
so we cut it short. So yeah.
Damn. So, let's go. So, wait, who's... I don't...
But sasa, because you're reading it, Evo, I nearly andike in a way you can read it.
Yes.
Sindio?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so let's go. Mind check. On today's episode of Mind Check, we're talking about Freemasonry and what are the secrets
Tafari is touching his nipples. 'Cause how you sound.
behind the symbols. All right, let's go.
That made him hornier.
His dick is definitely in his stomach now.
Absolutely not. So, for the longest time, they've been called a brotherhood, a secret society, and even the hidden hand behind world events. But who are the Freemasons and what do they really do? And so, in today's episode of Mind Check, we unpack the real history, structure, and influence of Freemasonry and why it continues to spark fascination and fear in equal measure. What is Freemasonry, you may ask? Freemasonry is the world's oldest fraternal organization with roots in medieval stonemason guilds from Europe. Officially, it became a formal society in 1717 in London with the founding of the Grand Lodge of England. It is not a religion, but members must believe in a supreme being. Who do you believe in?
The Lord.
Yeah, thank you.
Huyu. Wamefunga Gemini kwa shingo, all the best. Anyway. No, really. Ameva Gemini kwa shingo, see jokes.
Gemini, the only Gemini she knows. Unaona?
I know two.
It's okay. This
Three.
scarf and that one.
3. There's also another Gemini around my place.
Okay.
So, the group is based on rituals, moral teachings, and symbolism with a focus on self-improvement, charity, and brotherhood. And they use tools like compass, square, and the letter G as symbols of truth and knowledge. Hence the Gemini on your neck. I see you. So how it works, so these are the degrees and structures. So Freemasonry is divided into 3 core degrees: entered apprentice, fellow craft, and master mason. And advancement happens through rituals and ceremonies which are private and symbolic. And these are additional systems like the Scottish Rite and the York Rite, which offer higher levels or degrees. And every Mason belongs to a local lodge, which is part of the National Grand Lodge. And leadership titles include Worshipful Master, Grand Master, and Ancient Sounding Roles. So wait, Grand Master Flex is part of Freemasons?
No, I want to believe because of how secret especially Freemasonry was in the 80s. I want to believe it's a correlation, but I don't think he was.
Okay.
The Grand Master is the person who's in charge of a lodge.
Makes
The one, hip-hop niggas and always making weird references. Larry Hoover and...
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So here are some famous members and the global reach. So Freemasonry has counted many powerful and influential people amongst its members, including George Washington, Winston Churchill, Mozart, Buzz Aldrin, Jomo Kenyatta.
Oh, you guys didn't know about Jomo?
No.
Okay. That's why I was like...
I've actually
I was
just
like,
found out.
in Kenyan, I was like, this one, it doesn't make sense.
Benjamin Franklin and others. And the lodges exist in almost every country, though they are banned in some like China and parts of the Middle East. And their charitable impact is massive. The Masons donate millions to hospitals, education, and disaster relief yearly. About disaster relief, but okay.
They do actually.
They're very charitable.
They are actually very charitable. Yeah.
Core values and beliefs. So Masons are guided by principles like brotherly love. Brother love. I see you. Unity among members. There's relief, charity. Relief, this is charity and helping others, and truth. So brotherly love, relief, and truth. Their meetings are open and closed with ritual prayers, and members must respect religious diversity. And despite their mystique, most Masons insist it's about personal growth, not politics or religious control. So let's get to speculation and conspiracies. So due to its secrecy and influence, Freemasonry has long attracted conspiracy theories that they control governments and world events. That they're tied to the Illuminati, or that they worship occult powers, and that their rituals include hidden symbolism like the all-seeing eye, pyramids, and sacred geometry. Some believe that Masonic influence is encoded in currency, architecture, and politics, especially in Western nations. But historians argue that there's no evidence for these claims, just fear of the unknown. So in summary, Freemasonry remains one of the most intriguing threads in human history, tied to kings, revolutions, and cultural myths. So whether it's a force for good, a misunderstood tradition, or something more shadowy, depends on who you ask. This is Mind Check, and until next time, check the handshake.
Check
Check the handshake, but check for money, yeah, because it's always check.
It's always
for money,
check.
yeah.
It was a pleasure. Pleasure. Thank you.
So
I like vile wewe ulikuwa unatu-inform na unatu-judge. Religious beliefs. Anaendelea.
So Trevor called back. We
Oh,
can call
what?
Trevor, we close. Ndio?
Okay.
We can call him, we close.
Hello.
Trevor.
Niaje.
Niko fresh ukwaje?
Niko poa pole, nilikuwa shoot.
No worries. Sasa kwanza we are recording, so you're live on the podcast side.
Hey, Trevor.
Okay.
Mariah and Mwass are here. Sasa kwanza your episode is long overdue. Unakuja when?
Manze tumekuwa tukipanga nafaa ni come ASAP.
Exactly.
ASAP ni lini?
So, lini
Yeah.
tupatie date. The next recording ni next week Saturday. Unapatikana?
Itakuwa date?
Hold up, let me tell you.
7th?
Itakuwa on 7th.
7th iko sawa.
Iko sawa?
Iko sawa.
It's okay, yeah, sawa then. Tupige 7th.
Yeah, iko sawa.
Sasa we have a quick question and then maybe we can discuss it in length ukikam. The Digital Content Creators Association of Kenya, which we are the CEO currently. So what exactly is it? Because bado hatuja. I think of course we know it's fairly new, so maybe there will be more communication coming. But how would you describe it to someone mwenye anaisikia for the first time ama aliona mkipost na waelewi ni nini?
Okay. So maybe kwa simu siwezi patiana clear information. But then basically ni tulifika point as creators to feel like we need to have leadership, ndio? Like we need to have a structure in which in a way that sai mtu akikam aseme nataka kupatana na creators, nataka kuongea na creators, nataka kusupport creators. Unapata tunaenda kama vile Gen Z ilikuwa tuko leaderless, unaona? Hatuna mse tunaweza sema huyu ndo representative wetu. And that's when wase wali come up kina Terence, kina MCJC, kina nani, tukasema acha to build structure yenyewe tunaweza jipresent kama creators, then tuongee na creators wa join hii association. So sisi wenye tuko elected, wenye tumewekwa hapo, mnaona maybe me Trevor ni CEO. Mimi sikuwa elected na anybody. Inamaanisha mimi ni qualified member. Nimeselectiwa lakini nikasema represent for now until tukue na election.
Okay. Until kuna quorum ya kufanya elections.
Yes. That's why tunaenda across the country. Kuleta all creators pamoja so that wa join association so that when the time comes for election wanaweza elect ule mtu wanataka kuwe leader wao.
Okay.
Yes.
Sawa. I think that hiyo ni a good overview. Let's do it. Kwa hapa basi next Sato, we discuss it in length na plus of course many other things.
Yes, ukiangalia hiyo shughuli ni shughuli ya kila mtu, ni vile at the moment wase wa understand. Wase wanadhani labda hii ni kitu ya gava, wengine wanadhani hii ni kitu maboys tu wameshikana wakaunda iwa benefit, but kuna vitu mob wase waoni zinafaa ku address. Tukianzia hata mambo ya monetization. For instance, TikTok monetization. Ukiangalia sasa Kenya, sisi ndio tuko na the highest number of people wenye wanatumia internet in the whole world. But then una realize that tunafanya content every day and we are not benefiting from it.
Yeah.
So there is no valid reason why TikTok haiwezi to monetize, because tuko na creators wengi on TikTok
and the numbers to back it up as well.
Yes, numbers tuko nazo. But then we need a representatives wenye wataenda wapatane na wase wa TikTok waambie ni aje we need to monetize TikTok in Kenya. Because tukiachia gava, Facebook si walituambia eti wamemonetize.
Yeah, saizi monetized actually.
Si kwa kila mtu.
True.
Kuna watu Facebook zao ziko sawa, zimefika criteria nafaa kuwa monetize, but haziwapati monetization. Hawajui how to go about it. Kuna mambo mingi na happen kwa ground yenye inaumiza creatives directly, but then hakuna msa anaweza tokea aongee on behalf of creatives, si ndio?
Yes.
Hata for instance, ni vile tu ni story ya politics, hakuna haja tuiongelee, but Gachagua kuna time alimesema that creators sijui walienda wapi waache kuchezwa na wase wa unfollow. But then ukiangalia from another angle ni sio fair. Because ni creator anajaribu kujitafutia, si ndio?
Yes.
Yeah, so kuna vitu kama hizo mingi zinafaa ku address. So but then tunahitaji leaders mwenye anaweza kama aseme on behalf of creators tunataka hivi na hivi. Ndio complaints zetu vitu kama hizo.
Okay. Sawa, I think it's clear. Sawa basi, next week at least tutakuwa na time we sit down discuss hiyo plus many more.
Asante sana.
Sawa bro, okay. See you next week.
Nashukuru bro.
Cheers.
Okay.
Okay, that's clear now. But sawa, I think we will discuss it in length next week and then scale. But it's clear now. Like I understand now. At least I have an overview of. I get the gist kidogo. I think that's it. We need to record in a few.
Motor test.
So we can get Ameshika. Okay, sawa. Let's call it, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, episode 265. We are my Cheque. Over 26.
This is the Brunch Club.
Over 26.
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.